Call meeting to order. I'd like to welcome our guests this morning. We'll have additions or deletions to the agenda. If there are any. Approval of the minutes of April.
I'll make a motion to accept them read.
Second.
Any questions, comments, etc.? Not, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Financials, April.
Motion approved. Second.
Any questions, comments?
Just, again, our operating account always has that huge number in there that's for the new market tax credits, the things that we're doing for the town and the county. This number includes a $551,000 deposit for the Ressie Jeffries project. So that check has been cut, and that number will go down.
Okay. Any other comments, questions? Not, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed. Any administrator?
Good morning, Madam Chairman. Around. A few things, county staff have worked and put together our FY 17-18 budget book. We've spent that in August for GFOA award consideration in this year. Our FY 16-17 audit staff for Robinson and Farmer Cox were into the offices this week to start their field work. The first week was completed. Last week we announced the appointment of Deanna Cheatham as our new director of the Warren County Department of Social Services effective July 1, 2017. Ms. Cheatham is currently employed as our assistant director. She holds a master's degree from Liberty University in Human Services and an MBA, and has more than 11 years of progressive experience with Virginia DSS. She began her career in 2006 with the City of Franklin, and again came here in 2016. We're excited to have her take over for Beth. Beth retires at the end of June. Tax collection, first half 2017 tax bills are out and due June 5th. The county has updated its top 10 list of delinquent personal property and real estate taxpayers on our website and Facebook page, and they seem to get a lot of interest, including folks on there that like to get off the list and want to pay some of their taxes and pay those. We had a tax sale on the courthouse steps May 11th. Included 12 properties. It was very successful. We brought in, I think, about $62,000 on properties that were valued at about $88,500. Two of the properties actually sold for more than the taxes owed and the cost of the sale, so that's very positive. A lot of times when you go say we actually lose money on a lot of the properties, particularly when you get into vacant lots in places like Shenandoah Farms that are off the beaten path, the roads are undeveloped, and not a lot of interest on them. We'll hopefully be having another sale later this summer or the fall. Building inspection software is still working to resolve the connectivity of financial processes between the town and county, so we can get our citizen portal up and running. I know we've submitted, a couple weeks ago, we submitted a draft MOA over to the town attorney to review, and we're waiting to hear back from Mr. Napier on that. Reassessment, the county, along with Rappahannock, Shenandoah, Clark, and Page, has received proposals to conduct our next reassessment. We are on a 4-year cycle, which means field work needs to start this July to be completed by December 31, 2018. We've got a recommendation that will be on the board agenda on June 6th. The county attorneys will work on the contract for us, so we'll hopefully be ready to go with that. We're in the process of working on our website vendor to update our county website over the next several months. You may have noticed, like, counter to VDOT's been counting traffic in and around town, not counting 522 and 55. So we'll hopefully have those new counts here in a few months. Those are good information that Jennifer can use when marketing properties, things like Case Springs, when you're able to tell somebody, hey, every day 27,000 cars go past this property, so that's useful information. First 4 months, we had 57 new home starts. To put that in perspective, in 2010, we had a total of 51 the entire year. Based on projections, we'll exceed 150 permits this year. We had, I think, 140 some last year. So we're on track for our 7th consecutive year of increase in new home starts. Development review met this Wednesday. A couple of projects we talked about, the VDOT revenue sharing project on 522 that we're working with the EDA on. We've gotten, I think, agreement with VDOT, and then I'll say this, that this is the engineer for Royal Florence Greenway, has agreement with VDOT on necessary improvements. So Panoni, who's working with the EDA, will be able to incorporate those in the construction plans and hopefully be ready to bid this thing here in a week or so. We talked about the Capital One Bank building that's been vacant there at Irving Commons, and Blue Ridge age-restricted housing, which they're in the process of pulling some permits to get started out there as well. In town, road short-term rental South Laurel Avenue, potential lease change with several Main Street properties, and potentially reopening the Kill Helen Bed and Breakfast. Maybe we'll meet again on June the 28th. Middle school is about 94% complete. Greg will be able to keep the rest of his hair, I think. We're ready to move in hopefully by the 1st of July and be ready for school to open the second week of August. So things look like, I mean,
Looks good.
yeah, they're down to maybe 20 or 30 folks working a day, so things are starting to wind down. The contractor this week moved their off the construction trailer out. That's a good sign.
Okay.
I feel like they're able to do that. Rusty, building addition and roof project about 42% complete. This is our new market tax credit project. Parking lot's about 79% complete. As soon as school's over, they'll be in there paving, finishing curb and gutters. Things will really start happening. Then I know the interior work will really cut the
Really cuts the chase. We'll have about 150 workers in that building.
It's gonna be very
A beehive.
Beehive, that's the word.
Maybe a beehive.
And we're working also with their staff on replacement of the playground. We're doing the design work. Once everybody's out of the way, we're gonna go in there and start rehabbing with our staff on the playground, and as school and PTO are working fundraise to be able to come out with a new playground hopefully later this fall. We're working with Mosley Architects on the replacement fire station for Rivermont. We've had some final space discussion and stuff, and now they're in a position to proceed with the development of 2 design options to submit back to the board. Leitron Parkway, we are finally seeing the end of that project. Target date is still June 24. I know of course, the northbound is paved and striped with final top coat of asphalt. I think in about 2 weeks, the southbound lanes will get their final coat of asphalt and striping. We have to be putting in the curb on the south side of 55 here in the next week or so. So things are really starting to come together, but just need them to get in there and finish the punch out, get everything seeded and strawn and tidied up. VDOT Totten Lane turn lane project contractors should be starting here within the next 15 days, somewhere just after the 1st of June. Again, I talked about our revenue sharing project on 522. Morgan Ford Bridge is about 30% complete. We got flooded out for about 3 weeks. It was reported in the Royal Examiner. But as soon as the river starts to go down for their typical summer water level pattern, there will install the temporary work bridge. And then hopefully about the middle of July, start to set the concrete beams that will basically provide the bridge surface and come for the deck. So that work will happen over the summer. South Fork's about 82% complete, still on schedule for our December 2017 contract date. I think by the middle of June, they'll be in a position to ready to start to pour concrete on the new bridge deck. So that's moved along very well. Lastly, we've gotten word our trolley project is funded. Possibly we'll wait till, rather than start in July 1, start maybe around August, is one of the things we've been able to do. We're working with Lord Fairfax to have several trips a day out to Lord Fairfax. So someone will be able to ride the town trolley, hook up one to this corridor connector, and get out to the corridor and out to Lord Fairfax if they want to go out to school. So it's going to be an interesting connection. I think Lord Fairfax is very excited about having bus service, bus service brought to them. So that's all I have. Oh, a couple other things. Royal Farm site, we're working with them with a lot of the materials being hauled off that site. It's actually going out to Rockland Park. Marriott project is, they're in the process of getting ready to start forming some foundations and putting stuff to start pouring some concrete out there. So that project will start coming out of the ground here next month as well. So that's all I have, unless there are any questions.
How many rooms that gonna be?
It's 80 something, around 80.
83
83 something. Yes, Marlon?
Did the Morgan Ford flood cause any big environmental?
No, and they had reported it to be done. He had a couple pieces of equipment. So that day, that week when the flooding was coming up, they had moved the equipment up several feet higher. They had come out on Friday afternoon. The water had kind of peaked and actually started coming down. They thought everything was fine. They come back on Sunday and everything's underwater. So and that, people live out there, you know, that river will go down and come back up quickly. And that's what happened. But they had a couple, backhoe, generator, four pieces of equipment that got wet, but didn't get into the engine, didn't damage any equipment. Just it got wet. As Hollis knows, when you get that much rain, town sewage plants will overflow. There's a lot of other things happening to the river than a couple pieces of equipment sitting on the river bank. So it's that much water flowing through, it's not going to impact anything.
Any other questions?
Thanks.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Dan Hollis.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Joe's on a conference, and I told him I'd try to fill in for him a little bit. He did email, I think Jennifer emailed something, all the questions, and I have copies for you to pass around. Pretty much everything is on course. The 522 corridor water upgrade reliability, the preliminary engineering review has been completed, and at this moment we're evaluating the funding options. The Acton Inn EDA is continually marketing that property. Solar farm, we just had the ribbon cutting Monday, so it's officially working and up and running, and it's going to help the town, the citizens, and the school, and anybody in the town knows with peaking and cost transmission fees. The CDBG grant, the application was submitted in March, waiting on approval in September, October. Krauser Road Bridge, it's 100% design complete, but we're working on some easement associated with it, and then we'll be able to put it out bid for construction. Krauser Road Trail, preliminary design is complete, final design and bid for construction is out. Hopper Creek Road Phase 2, the funding through the New Market Tax Credit is the avenue we're going to take, and soon we'll be issuing an RFP for design work. Jamestown Road, John Marshall Highway turn lane, construction is in progress, completion is in June. That's going to give the ability when you come down John Marshall that you're not going to have to wait for somebody to turn left to go up John Marshall Highway as traffic is coming in on the heavy side volume. It'll give you the opportunity to make your right turn going about and do your business. The John Marshall Highway lighting, for years we've had the trail running from the Commerce Avenue all the way up to Westminster. We're now going to be lighting that trail. Okay, and completion is probably late July. Leeches Run Parkway work continues, completion June 17th. Not going to beat that dead horse. Main Street extension, working on the road design with layout of the outer trail site. Finalized road design for council approval. Police Department building, the buyer has completed all his due diligence and is ready for closing. The closing was scheduled for May, but it may run into June. Police Department building, the new one, March 13th, council approved advertising for bids after funding is secured, and we did agree that we're going to go with the New Market Tax Credit and issue construction bids, and we're looking to hire a clerk of the works. Westminster sidewalk projects, we have removed all the trees and the survey is complete. Final environmental issues are kind of holding us up a little bit, but once we get those issues taken care of, we'll start that project. So hopefully it'll be completed by next school year. Wastewater treatment plant upgrades is 77% complete. Completion should be in November. Just a little add-on. We went through the first reading of our budget. It went very smooth. We had a 6-0 vote. First time council, since I've been on council since 2000, that this process has moved this rapidly. with no negativity. BJ Wilson, our replacement for Kim, has done a wonderful, fantastic, astonishing job of leading us to a balanced budget. So, if anyone has any questions, stop shaking now.
Hey, Mayor.
Yes, sir.
I see this extension working thing. Have you got any idea when that thing was?
Which one is it?
Your Main Street extension over here.
Well, apparently,
They got their plans, they're just working on those, I see here and there.
Joe
you need to
is-
write that straight to Jennifer, because her and Joe's been working on this.
Joe is actually working with town folks and Panoni. The whole design of that road changed, which changed the site layout for IT Federal.
Yeah,
So now IT Federal has to wait until the town has finalized the design of West Main Street.
okay.
But Joe is working with Panoni to make that happen, and Joe has actually fast-tracked what has been in the works for quite some time.
Good, but still no idea when that's gonna work.
Panoni submitted the plan to Joe, so I guess as soon as Joe and Jeremy take a look at the plan and,
Because something about the road now has to be raised.
Yeah,
well, that was part of the discussion.
Yeah.
Someone said it had to be raised an additional 7 feet, which threw off IT Federal's site plan completely. And now they're coming back and saying, no, it does not need to be,
why did you bring it up that it had to be up 7 feet? Didn't it?
because of culvert for stormwater management.
Okay.
Joe? When I talked to him, I told him that it's cheaper for water to run over the road than in under the road.
You're right, you're right, you're right. It's a good point, Wallace.
Questions, comments?
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Well, I was just gonna comment on the West Main Street extended. And Hollis, if you could let Joe know that we do appreciate him fast-tracking this, because we have been waiting for a long time to get
Yes.
that done, so thank him for
This
that.
member of council realizes a lot of delay has occurred.
Yes. We are working with the county to work on the trails on the Conservancy Park. It was brought up at the liaison meeting last week about getting the trails extended along the river, the walking trails. So we are working with Doug and Brandy on that. In town business activity, we continue to work with a fast food company, a gas station, a restaurant, and one developer that's looking at the Afton Inn. We received 4 inquiries on the B&G Goods property in the month of April. We just had 2 more in the month of May. We had several site visits in the month of April and May with David and Jeremy. The short-term rental that's looking on Royal Avenue, an auctioneer looking at property on Harmony Manor, a site visit with the new owners of the Killahavlin, and the Barnharts on Main Street, and then one at Afton Inn. We're working with a prospect looking at 7 acres on the Avtech site. In the county, we continue to work with the partnership on a distribution center in the Stevens Industrial Park. That company would create 75 new jobs and a $22 million investment. We sent another response to the BEDP on a prospect that needs a minimum of 50 acres for a manufacturing facility. And we conducted fan tours on May 8th and May 9th. 16 folks from the Virginia Economic Development Partnership came to the region, and all of the regional economic developers did tours of our areas. Doug Stanley met with us to go over what the county efforts were. The group enjoyed their tour and gave compliments to the town, county, and EDA on what we have done to promote economic development. Everyone's already talked about the Leech Run Parkway. Workforce housing, we submitted our revised plan to DEQ for additional comments. Once we have those comments back and we have addressed those, we will move forward with hiring our contractor. The Regional Training Academy, we're waiting on the final DEQ comments. Our IRP program, we currently have a balance of a little over $425,000. Our loan program, we currently have a balance of $161,000. We issued a new loan in the amount of $7,000 to Greg Lewis on April 26th. The name of his company is Skyline Tech. And then Cave Springs, we continue to market that. And that's all I have in
What was Skyline Tech do?
missing.
Computer maintenance.
Okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't work on Macs at all. He only works on PCs.
PC. That's just better not working.
No, he's a nice guy. I really close him. He'll do well.
And we did hand out some scholarships on Wednesday and Thursday. This year, we were able to hand out $5,500 in scholarships to students that were going on to college, or one student's going to a culinary institute, so,
That's pretty neat work.
yeah.
Can I add to that?
Sure.
This is the 22nd year of the EDA scholarship, and we've given $43,600 out in scholarship money.
Yeah.
Where's that money come from?
Donations.
Yeah, so it's all donations given to the EDA for that purpose.
Yes.
They apply in high school, they're not too lazy.
Try to help that.
I don't think you should. Okay, old business. Staff comments?
I would like to say that we're about to wrap up 1 month of applications for the Business Appreciation Awards that we give out every year. That window will close on May 31st, and then a panel will assemble to read the applications, and I think we've given out $11,000 since that program started to small businesses in the community.
Nobody seems to appreciate it, receives it. Director comments. Whenever speaking, I speak at once. So we're ready for closed session.
I'll read.
Please do.
I move that the Board of the EDA vote to go to closed meeting under the provisions of Section 2.2-3711 of the Virginia Freedom of Information Act for the following purposes. Section 2.2-3711.a.1, discussion, consideration, or interviews of prospective candidates for employment, assignment, appointment, promotion, performance, promotion, salaries, disciplining, or resignation of specific public officers, appointees, or employees of any public body. Same section 8.3, discussion and consideration of the acquisition of real property for the public purpose or disposition of publicly held real property, or discussion in open meeting that adversely affects the bargaining position or negotiating strategy of the EDA. I further move the discussion be limited to parcels, Industrial Park, Stevens Industrial Park, Happy Creek Corridor, Royal Phoenix Site, 522 Corridor, and/or parcels in the North River District, 4th District of Warren County, and downtown Front Royal. Same section 8.5. Discussion concerning prospective business or industry or expansion of an existing business or industry where no previous announcement has been made of the business or industry's interest in locating or expanding its facilities in the community. Same section 8.7, consultation with legal counsel employed by the EDA regarding specific legal matters requiring the provision of legal advice by such counsel. Consultation with legal counsel and briefings by staff members or consultants pertaining to actual or probable litigation, or such consultation or briefing in open meeting would adversely affect the negotiating or litigating posture of the public body, and consultation with legal counsel employed by or retained by a public body regarding specific legal matters requiring the provision of legal advice by such counsel. Treasurer, aye.
Big guy.
Mine's aye.
Treasurer.
Big guy.
Mine's aye. So any other new business or any new business? Okay, then we've got one more thing.
Make a motion to adjourn.
You took his thunder. I said you took his thunder.
I know, I was waiting for him to say it.
That after that, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.